brilliant, wonderful day. Today for me is Wednesday. I do these broadcasts every Wednesday morning. My name's DULDULAO. So excited to have you all here. And today we're going to be talking about how tracking 4 numbers will create financial freedom. So I'm really excited to have everybody here. Really cool, really cool. So I usually put on multiple channels when I do my lives just so that I can get them all at once, just because I'm very efficient with my time. So right now I'm putting on Instagram Live. That's what I'm doing. And then we're going to start. So pretty easy stuff. Instagram Live is real easy. You just press a button and it's on. Hi, Carlos. How you doing? Oh, I took a picture. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to be live on Instagram now. All right, we're live on Instagram. We're live on Periscope. How's it going, guys? So my name's May, as I said before. It's nice to see you all. I'm going to put this here. Hi, good morning. How are you doing this morning? I like your little symbol. What is that? Hi. Oh, got some super fans. I thought 2 of them jump on. Wolf Shade. I've never seen you before. What's your name, Wolf Shade? Thanks for being a super fan. Nice to meet you. And oh, we have another one. A bunch of numbers. Michaela. Thanks for being a super fan. Hi, well-seasoned circus. Nice to see you. And melanated prosperity. Nice to see you. That was a little hard for me to say at first, but that's okay. We're going to start in about 2 seconds because I just got to get my Facebook Live on and then we're good to go. And then we'll have all my lives on and we could start. So I'm really happy to see you all. Thanks for being a fan. If you're watching this and you're not following or liking or, you know, I'm broadcasting on YouTube Live right now as well as Periscope and also Instagram. So if you are not a fan or just catching this, go ahead and become a fan of my channel. My name is May DULDULAO. I always do great broadcasts every Wednesday on financial freedom, money, things that everybody, usually the people who want to become financially free would want to know about because I talk about that. I'm very focused on financial freedom. So that's what I do and I love it. So that's why I do it every Wednesday. And I've been actually blogging for a long time. I was editing my blog yesterday and I saw some blog posts from 2015 that I was editing. That's 3 years ago. So there's a lot of stuff on my blog. My blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. So what days are you live? I'm live on Wednesday for sure. Like that's my only scheduled day. Sometimes I go live for fun, but usually Wednesday I'm live at 6:30 a.m. Hawaii time. I live in Hawaii, if you didn't know already. So right now I am live in Hawaii and I always go live this time. So 6:30 a.m. That's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you guys can figure that out. 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I stay on Hawaii time though. So when there's daylight savings change, I'm still 6:30 Hawaii time because I live in Hawaii and that's the time. I might change it later. San Diego, what's up? Hi, Mr. FFH. Welcome. Nashville, we have Nashville on, Nashville 1. It's Juno Broco's on. Griff is on. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Trip Sahara. Hey, come to Turkey. Well, that was just direct. So 9:30 for me. Yes, 9:30 for you. So it's 6:30 a.m. for me and it's 9:30 for California. So, okay. Today's topic is how tracking 4 numbers will create financial freedom. So we are going to do this topic today and I'm just typing on my last channel, which is Facebook Live. I have a Facebook page. I will see you next Wednesday too. You can always catch replays as well all week long. So you don't, except Instagram. Instagram, you have to catch it for 24 hours. I'm doing well, Chip Sarah. How are you? So Instagram's a little limited, but Instagram, join my email list. You guys should all join my email list. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. I have an email list. You can join at yesfinanciallyfree.com. That's YES financiallyfree.com. And then you go there and it tells you if you want to contact me or if you just want to have a free guide to parents guide to financial freedom. You go there, you put in your first name and your email address. Okay. And then thanks for all the hearts. Appreciate it. And then you get on my email list and then you'll get contacted every time I do a live video. Okay. And I'll tell you the topic in advance. And so you'll get lots of information from me on my email list. So that's easy to get on. So go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. There's probably a link in the profile. If you're on Instagram, Periscope, if you're on YouTube, there's a link there, right? You just click on it and it'll ask, if it asks you for your name and your email, you're getting on my email list. So put in your name and your email. And then it'll probably tell you about my program where I help people become financially free, which is an awesome program, by the way. So you should do that too. But anyway, so we're almost on live, guys, completely without. Okay, we're on live with everyone. Yay, I can start. Okay, thanks for MM. Lots of M's joined in. Welcome. Okay, so like I said, my name is May. It's nice to see you all today. It is a beautiful morning, right? And I want to talk about the 4 numbers that will create financial freedom, right? I live in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I started out with a lot of debt, a lot of consumer debt. Back in 2012, I went into my boss's office and apologized because my checks bounced, and I worked at a bank, okay? So my boss he worked at a bank, and I went in his office and I was like, I'm so sorry. I keep bouncing my checks, so that means that I don't have enough money in my account. And that's not good behavior for a banker, right? So I apologized to him, and he helped me track my first number. That's what we're going to talk about today's numbers, all right? Today's a numbers day, all right? So you're going to be a geek today. But he had me track my net worth and my cash flow, and he had this piece of paper to do it. So if you ever go to a bank and get a loan, they might have you do your net worth, right? Especially if it's a bigger loan. Hi, Ordinure, welcome. If it's a smaller loan, they might not ask. But if it's a bigger loan, they'll ask you for your net worth. They'll ask you for everything you have. What's the value of your car? What's the value of your house? How much cash do you have? How many investments do you have? And then they'll ask you for all of your debts. What do you owe? They'll also pull your credit to figure it out as well. And then they subtract what you have minus what you owe, and they get your net worth. So that's the first number. Okay, so net worth. And then they also do your cash flow. So they say, how much do you make? Actually, I think that's the first thing. They always ask cash flow, yeah. How much do you make? And then how much do you spend, right? So they want to know if you have enough money to pay the loan. That's what banks are always asking for. So there's cash flow, right? How much do you make? How much do you spend? And then they also ask you for your net worth. So those are the first time I ever wrote my cash flow net worth was in his office. He gave me the paper. I went home and did it for homework, okay? Because it takes a little while to write everything out. And I had to look up all my debts and everything. So that's when I started tracking my cash flow and my net worth, all right? And back then, my debt was about 20-something thousand. Yeah, I had back rent. I had credit card debt. I had personal line of credit debt. And he taught me how to consolidate a loan. Anita, welcome. I haven't seen you. Wow. Woo, woo, welcome to the live. So anyways, so he taught me how to do all that. I ended up consolidating my debt so the interest rate wasn't so high. Hey, what's up? Hi, Taha. Yeah, you haven't been on. Nice to see you. So I ended up consolidating that debt, and then I got into more credit card debt, which is funny now, but it sucked back then because then my debt got higher. With all the interest that was accumulating, hi Priskov, I ended up having like about almost $30,000 of debt at least, because I remember my net worth was getting really bad. Like it was like getting worse before it got better. Yeah. I hate credit card debt. It's interest rate. I know. I had interest rates as high as 16% at the time. I know people who have higher than that, but 16% was pretty high for me. So I went through, hi, welcome to live, guys. I went through all this stuff to figure it out. And eventually in April of 2016, so that was 4 years later, I was completely debt-free. Woo, woo, completely debt-free. Oh, Titi Trey, what's up? I got some really cool super fans on today. It's really nice to see you all. I always love seeing my super fans. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining in. So 2016, April, debt-free. And then because I became debt-free and we got better with our money along those years, I got married in 2012 to a guy who was also in debt. But I didn't feel guilty about my debt when I married him because we both had debt, so it was kind of cool. But then we eliminated all our debt. He got rid of his debt in October of 2015. I eliminated my debt in April 2016. And then because we didn't have any debt, our expenses got a lot lower. I was able to quit my job in December of 2016 and then focus solely on my business of helping people become financially free as quickly as possible. Yay! It's exciting. Okay, so it's a fun business. I go to the beach a lot. Sometimes I broadcast live there. I don't broadcast live out anymore very much, but sometimes I do. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Enjoy the beach. Come out to Hawaii. Become financially free, right? So how do you do it? All my live broadcasts are about how to do it, things that you can do to help yourself become financially free. So today we're going to do a geeky one about numbers, all right? I should also mention in 2017, thanks for the super heart. Woo! Thank you. Oh, another one. They're so shiny. Periscope has this cool thing where they send super hearts. They're really neat. But anyway, as I was saying, in 2017, we bought this condo in Waikiki, and then we also went on a vacation. We went on a few vacations, totaling 5 weeks. We also went on my first cruise. We went from LA to Mexico for 7 days. It was very fun. Never been on a cruise. Although, watch what you eat on those cruises. Anyway, it's all good. It's fun. So I had a good time. Now 2018 is here, and we're looking for investment properties. That's our big goal. So it's really exciting. And I have people who are in my Finance Freedom Mastermind program. So if you don't know what that is, if you're on Periscope, you just have to go to the link and put in your name, email, and it'll show you what that is. All right. And same for my other channels. But if you don't know what that is, on my email list, you join, I talk about it. You can always check it out there as well. But basically, we mentor people to become financially free as quickly as possible. And that's basically all it is. Hi, Anna Spendy6. Welcome. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. And at the end, if you're interested in joining my program, I'll talk about it more. But let's talk about the topic at hand first. And that is how tracking 4 numbers can create financial freedom. My Instagram died, so I'm going to get rid of that one and see if I can turn it on again. Don't know what happened there. They just died off. Try it again. Okay. 4 numbers, guys. So I'm going to use this whiteboard a little bit. I know that it might be backwards for some of you, so just pretend it's forwards, okay? Because I'm not going to write backwards. I'm not really good at that. And if I turn my device around, I can't see your comment. So how tracking 4 numbers creates financial freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Okay. So we're going to talk about how tracking 4 numbers creates financial freedom. Thanks, guys, for the hearts. I so appreciate you. Hi, Billozero. Welcome to the scope. Josephine, thanks for liking my live. Really appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about it. These 4 numbers. So Instagram is dead to the world. We're going to drop Instagram out of here. Poor Instagram. They just didn't work today. I don't know why. I don't even know if you guys can see the board, huh? My Periscope people. So let's talk about these numbers, okay? So we've got net worth, cash flow. We're going to talk about cash flow first. Cash flow is a very, very important number, right? Cash flow is like the lifeblood of your finances. Cash is king, as people say. So let's talk about your cash flow. Hi, Dot76. What is cash flow? So let's put it up here and I'll talk about it, okay? Cash flow. Cash flow. cash flow is basically everything you make, right? Everything you make, and subtract everything you owe. I mean, sorry, that is not true. Everything you spend. So your cash flow, you figure out what you make. What do you make? So what's your salary? What is your income? How much do you get paid? What do you make in commissions? How much do you get? What is the money coming in? Right? Maybe you have passive income. I have passive income as well. That's part of my cash flow. So cash flow includes all income, passive income, active income. All the money that comes into you is the first part of cash flow. Thanks for the hearts. That's why people always ask you if you want a loan for cash flow, because they want to know if you can pay it, if you're making any money, right? Hi, Space Girl. So the first number to track is cash flow. So you have to figure out what your cash flow is. So basically, you just figure out your income. You have to add up all the money you make, your income, and then you add up all your expenses. Okay? So back when I was starting out, you know, back when I was like, what do you call it? Not starting out, but back when I was, yeah, kind of back when I was in debt, I had negative cash flow, if that makes sense. So I spent more than I made, okay? So that makes a lot of sense because I was in debt, right? So I would make about, I think my paychecks were about $900 each every twice a month, right? But I would spend more money on a credit card, right? Because I'd buy this, I'd buy that. And most of it was educational courses, actually. Some of it was court fees, trying to handle, like, that was from back rent. Hi, Sabokaya, all different kinds of stuff. Hi, Juice Gal, Chris. I paid attorneys with my credit line. So anyway, I was spending more money than I was making, right? I would make like $900 twice a month, so that's $1,800 a month, but I might spend $5,000 that month, right? So that's why I had negative net worth. Hold on one second, somebody's got it. You know, you're so lucky, Sabokaya, because I would normally block you, but my Periscope is not allowing me to. My device is a little glitchy right now. Okay, cash flow equals income minus expenses. Hi, Jillian Gatt, welcome. So the way to calculate that is to take everything you make. So at the time I made $900 twice a month. So my income was $1,800 a month, right? And then subtract everything you spend, all right? So I spent money on, what do you call it? I spent money on rent. I spent money on food. I spent money on education, things like that. So you write down everything you make, and then you add that up, write down everything you spend, add it up, and subtract it, and you get cash flow. And that's how you do that, okay? So let's see. Now, hello, Markin, welcome. The second number that we're going to talk about after cash flow is passive income. I don't know if any of you have ever played Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow game. Yeah, if you ever, there's cash flow. If any of you have ever played Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow game, Robert Kiyosaki, in that game, he has a game card. Hi, David East. And in that game card, you track your cash flow, right? So he has a sheet where you list all of your income, and then you list all of your expenses, your rent, school, credit card payments, you know, everything. So he has the whole card in his game. Yeah, it's called the cash flow game. On his card, you also track passive income. And this is where I learned to track passive income, was from Robert Kiyosaki. Because I played the game a lot. There was a friend of mine who was financially free at 35 years old, yeah, and he told me to play this game every week until I could get out of the game in, I think he said, an hour or less. It takes a little while to play it the first time, and you have to do a lot of math. But basically, you have to have enough passive income to be more than your expenses to get out of the first level of the game, which is called the rat race, right? So because I played the game for over a year, right? Every week. So I played the game at least 52 times, okay? Really. So I play the game a lot. And because I kept playing it, it made me focus on passive income. And then my friend told me to use that game card that came in the game and use it to track my life, right? So what I'm telling you is advice I got from someone who was financially free at 35. So just so you understand, you can definitely trust this advice. Thanks for the hearts. So passive income is money you make without spending any time. So what would that be? In the game, they have lots of different examples, but one example is buying rental property. And that was a big one in the game. Like, say you bought a house and you rented it, and after expenses, you made $100 a month. That would be your passive income, okay? So you buy a house, rent it, make $100 a month. So that's so in the game, you keep buying houses, or you might write a book, or you might do something else to create passive income. You create something like a widget. I think he said a widget. You create some tool, and then it just sells royalties, you know, so that's a passive income. Passive income is the key to financial freedom. So you have to track it. And most people, hi Sarhat, most people, thanks for the hearts, when they track passive income, in the beginning, it's zero. Yeah, because they have none and they never thought of tracking it before. But when you start tracking it, then you start thinking of ways to make more of it. And you really have to make passive income. Without passive income, you will not get out of the rat race. Recently, I was thinking of buying investment property across the street in this building. We're in Waikiki, yeah? So I was thinking of buying a studio. My husband and I were thinking of getting one and just doing Airbnb, right? But then I realized that's not passive income. And when I looked at it, if I hired a manager and cleaners to do it and it wouldn't make money, I was like, we cannot do that investment. It's not passive income. So tracking passive income will keep you focused. It'll keep you focused on only looking for passive income generating investments and not getting lost in the rabbit hole. Because I know people who do invest for Airbnb and they end up being so busy they have to quit their job. So it actually reduces their active income. Unless the Airbnb makes way more money than their job, and then that's different. But okay, so let's talk about the third number to track. The third number, we talked about this already, net worth. Net worth is everything you have minus everything you owe. Net worth. So net worth is everything you have minus everything you owe. Okay? Assets minus liabilities, net worth. Welcome to the scope, guys. So net worth is really important because net worth is the true value of your wealth. All right. So when people ask you if someone says that so-and-so is a billionaire or a millionaire, how do they know if someone is a billionaire or millionaire? Because they took everything they have, all of their assets, all of their property, all of their cash, all of their investments, their stocks, their bonds, and they added it up and it was over $1 billion. And then they took everything they owed. All right. So they took all the mortgage loans, their consumer loans, their other loans, car loans, whatever. They took all that, they added it up, and they subtracted it from what they had. And after they subtracted everything they owed from what they had, they still had $1 billion. And that's how they were called a billionaire. So in order to be a millionaire or a billionaire, you need to know your net worth. And that's how you know how much you really have. Okay. So net worth is how people actually will judge and compare wealth. Not that I'm saying you need to judge anyone, but the only way to understand if you truly have wealth is to calculate your net worth. A lot of people don't like to calculate their net worth, especially if they don't have anything. Thanks for your hearts. But net worth is extremely important. Okay, so net worth is the true measure of your wealth. All right, so take everything you have, add it up together, and subtract everything you owe, and that is your net worth. You need to track that to see if you're getting wealthier. See, I know people who every month their net worth is getting worse. And that's because they keep borrowing more and more money and they're spending more than they make. So their cash flow is negative. Their net worth is decreasing. So they're actually becoming poorer. So if you track your net worth, you're going to stop yourself from doing that. And it's going to make you become richer over time instead of poorer over time. But net worth is very important. Net worth is the true key to your wealth Now, in the beginning, like I said, you might not want to look at it. Hi, Lana Monterio. Welcome. A lot of people I know don't want to look at their net worth because they judge themselves, right? Hi, Malcolm Hires. I used to judge myself a lot. Sometimes I still do, right? So you put in your net worth, and you're like, oh my God, it's so bad, right? And you don't want to look at it because I used to have a negative net worth. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, Boo Foom. Hi, guys. So I used to have a negative net worth of like negative, at the worst, I think it was like almost negative 30,000 if it didn't pass it. I actually have it here. Wait. I was tracking it in this book. I took Harv Eker's Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar back in 2000. What was it? 2010. I took it, and I started tracking my net worth. So I learned to track my net worth from that seminar, Millionaire Mind Intensive. I highly recommend you go. I don't think it's owned by him anymore, but it's still a good seminar. And they had us track our net worth. So I'm just looking, here. Yeah, so when I started tracking it was in May of 2010, May 25, 2010, okay? So it says here that my net worth on that day was negative $26,775.50, okay? So that was my net worth on that day. And that included all of my money, and then I subtracted everything I owed. And I had $13,000 of credit card debt. I had $9,894 of a line of credit debt. I had $7,500 of loans. I had $52 of unpaid bills. I had $5,000 of family debt, it says. And then that totaled $35,000 of debt. So I had $35,000 of debt on May 25th of 2010. And then my net worth, because I only had $8,700 at the time to my name, my net worth was negative $26,775.50. So the first time, this isn't the first time I calculated my net worth, but this is when I started tracking it. So they told me to do it every month. So my first number, as you see, was negative $26,775.50. So I did the work, guys. I actually calculated my net worth, yeah. Welcome, Kick In, and all you guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. So the second month I did this, I tracked my net worth. I added everything again, and it was negative 20. That was in, actually, I did it in July, so I missed a little bit. I did it July 2nd, so I didn't do it in June. I did it at the beginning of July. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining in, okay, to the live. My net worth on July 2nd was negative $28,245.21 because my debt had gone up to $40,205.95. So I actually owed $40,000 at early July of 2010. Okay, so my debt actually went up to $40,000. And then on July 23rd, my debt was $39,000, and my net worth was negative $25,961. My net worth was improving because I was saving money. I was putting money in my financial freedom account. And that leads me to the last number that you track. Okay, so there's 4 numbers. The last number is your financial freedom account. This account is the most fun to track me. I like tracking this one the most. All right, financial freedom account. Maybe because the name financial freedom, but that's my favorite account to track. Hi guys, welcome. Tika, welcome. Financial freedom account. What is a financial freedom account? All right, so I actually started tracking it because of the Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar that I took back in 2010. And it told me to track my financial freedom account. And it had this worksheet where you had to deposit to your financial freedom account every single day. So financial freedom account is an account where you put money, and that money will stay there forever. And I was actually tracking it. See, it's a financial freedom account. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's like tracking. I'm tracking my financial freedom account. I see it's going up. That's why I like tracking it, because it was going up. Yeah, it made me feel better. Because sometimes my net worth in the beginning, when I was tracking my net worth, it would keep going down. And the reason it kept going down is because I hadn't changed my spending habits. And on top of that, I was getting so much interest added onto my debt that it was just pulling me down. Hi, Ash. That's a long name. Welcome. Okay. So I was tracking my financial freedom account, and it made me feel good, right? All these months tracking, it was going up, 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 up. There it goes, there it goes. You know, it started out at under like 2,000 something and ended up going up here, 6,000, right? So my financial freedom account, I really enjoy that one particular account. So you really want to track your financial freedom account. Let's talk about it again. Financial freedom account is the money you pay yourself. So whenever you make money, the first rule, if you want to be rich and financially free and wealthy and prosperous, you need to pay yourself first. All right. And this is common knowledge. Everybody who is wealthy knows this. Financial advisors will teach this to you, whether they're wealthy or not. It's just common knowledge. Now, if you do it, that's what makes you wealthy. Okay. So every time you make money, you put it aside. Now, they'll tell you to put it in 401k, which counts, you know, IRA, whatever, but you're putting aside money for yourself. Okay. So that's the key. At least 10% was what I learned. If you want to become a millionaire, you need to put aside at least 15, 20%, more than 10%. But basically start at 10%, put aside your money into a financial freedom account. Just make a separate account and call it your financial freedom account, right? I have a brokerage account and I call it my financial freedom account. I also have savings accounts that are designated financial freedom accounts, things like that. So you put the money in there, and then hi Zodi, so 6, welcome, just go. You know that you'll never spend that money. So what do you do with the money that you put in your financial freedom account? The money you put in your financial freedom account is for you to invest, right? Does that make sense? That's the money that you use to invest in yourself, your life, your financial freedom. And that's the money you can use to make passive income, number 2, right? So, if you want to buy an investment property these days, you need to put in a down payment, right? At least. So you need to get some money. And how do you save up the money? You save it up in your financial freedom account. So that's what the financial freedom account is for. It's for investing. It's not for anything else, okay? It does take a lot of discipline. Hi, Ulas. Hi, sir. Welcome. To keep a financial freedom account, to put money in it and keep it there for investing. Some people will get tempted. They'll see a lot of money in there, and then because they're not used to having a lot of money. So people who are not used to having a lot of money, they have a habit of spending a lot of money, right? Because that's why they don't have money. They spend it all. So when you start accumulating money, you might have the urge to spend it, right? Because that's what you've been doing your whole life. And that's not going to help you become rich, all right? You need to invest it. But you might do that. So I had so many people, they would put maybe they get to a certain threshold. Some people, their threshold is $5,000. Some people, it's $500. It's really interesting. I had 2 people who hit a threshold of 400, and that was it. They had to spend. You have to break those thresholds, or else you're going to stay poor, yeah? But basically, they spent it on something. Some of them spent it on bills. And it's just silly because after you spend it, you got nothing, right? And you still have bills. So why spend that money? Pretend it's not there and just become rich. That's what I say. Hi, Asa Dirty. And the thing that they say in the Millionaire Mind Intensive is basically you pay yourself first and everyone else stands in line. There's like a line of people who want money from you, and you're the first one in that line. So you get paid first and everyone else waits in line. But they'll get their turn, but you are always first. So pay yourself first, thanks to the likes, and put it in your financial freedom account, right? So take 10% of all your income, put it in your financial freedom account. Welcome, XEK1, to Periscope and my Periscope. Nice to see you. Follow me, okay? So these are the 4 numbers, and if you track them, they'll increase. So everything you track, everything you focus on increases, all right? That is a law of the universe. That's just the way life works. Anything you focus on increases, all right? So if you want your cash flow, if you want to make more money, right, and you want your cash flow to increase, then you track your cash flow. If you want your passive income to increase, which if you want to be financially free, you want your passive income to increase, okay? So if you want your passive income to increase, you track your passive income, okay? When we bought this condo, this condo we live in Waikiki, it's not actually a good investment, all right? A lot of people think buying a house is a good investment. It depends how you look at it. But for us, it wasn't, we didn't buy it necessarily for an investment. We bought it because we wanted to make sure we always have somewhere to live, really, all right? It's kind of like buying a car and you need something to drive, you need somewhere to live. So it wasn't exactly an investment, all right? It does accumulate value over time so far, unless property prices go down, but so far it's accumulating value. But we didn't buy it as an investment, all right? Because the return was not as high as other things we put in our financial freedom account. So because it wasn't an investment, we didn't use any of our financial freedom account money to buy this house. Actually, that's not true. I did use some of it. Let me rephrase that. I took the financial freedom account money that wasn't making me anything, like no return really, and I put it into this house instead. And the financial freedom account money that I have in my brokerage account and my husband's brokerage account, my son's brokerage account, our business brokerage account, that money, I didn't touch it because it's making us like 8%, which is a good yield. And this condo does not make that higher return, okay? So I didn't touch that money. And once you have a financial freedom account, you get better at investing. And you'll understand as you start making money with your money, you'll know if you want to move it or not, right? And if you move it, it's always going to be to get more money, like a better return, like higher than 8%. Maybe you can make 10% or 20%. That's when you move it between things. So right now we're looking for an investment property that will be that's 8% or better, and then we're going to move that money over there instead of in the brokerage account into property that's making us higher return. So that's how it works. So you have to track these numbers, and then you'll get better. Now, you can try it yourself to see, all right? I started tracking in 2010, and then I stopped tracking after I gave birth to Jordan, my son. I got very busy as a mom, but that's no excuse. But anyway, I stopped tracking, and my net worth stayed the same. My passive income, I don't know if it went down or stayed the same. It might have even gone down. And my everything was like the same. So if you don't track, the funny thing is it doesn't get better, right? Sometimes you just stay the same. When you start tracking it, that's when you can start pushing through each threshold, getting better and better and better. But if you don't track it, it's really hard. So what we do in my Finance Freedom Mastermind program, which is a program people pay to be in, right now it's a deal. Right now we have a promotion for the first 10 people. It's only $97 a month. So if you're interested in that, click on the link. There's a link somewhere under the live video or in the blog where you can join Finance Freedom Mastermind. The first 10 people get in for $97. It's usually $197 a month. Okay? So you know that you're awesome. You are awesome. Hi, Blue at 83. So it's only $97 a month. You get a coach that will help you track your numbers, your cash flow, your passive income, your net worth, and your financial freedom account. Okay? And that is the most important thing, is to track these 4 numbers. Okay? And why would you want to become financially free? Why would you track these numbers? It comes down to what is important to you in your life, right? Is your family important? For me, when I started tracking these numbers and I got really good at it, I could quit my job, right? And now I spend time with my son, Jordan, and he's 4. He's super cute, and I get to take him to the beach. I get to take him out, out to the zoo. Today we're thinking of going to the aquarium. Fun stuff like that I get to do with my 4-year-old son. I really love spending time and hanging out with him. So really think about for yourself, what is important to you? What is it that you really want? If you're watching me and you're interested in financial freedom, okay, then there's a reason why. Now, some people will tell me, they want to go on vacation. I'm like, when you're financially free, you can go on vacation every day. Are your kids going to get them out of school to go on vacation with you every day? And they're like, oh, no. we're going to keep our kids in school. I'm like, okay, so then you're only going to go vacation when they're on break, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, so what are you going to do when they're not on break? And they never ever thought about it. You know, they never thought about, well, I usually go to work, but they have no concept, right? It's like a deer in headlights. So really, you have to really think about it. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Why do you want to be financially free? Or do you want to stay in your job? You know, some people, they identify with their job so much that, you know, if they lost their job, they'd have identity crisis, right? So what do you really want? What do you want to do with your time, right? When I was single, before I got married, I would surf every morning. I'd go out in the ocean. I loved it. I would go surfing. It was just the most wonderful thing ever, okay? What do you want to be doing? Do you want to be doing something like I'm doing? It doesn't mean you have to. Hi, Carlos Lobo. For me, it's more fulfilling to do these live broadcasts and to mastermind with people, have people come to me and help them become financially free. To me, that's fun. I enjoy it. It was more fun than my job. It is a job. That's active income. My business is active income, not passive, right? Hi, Carlos. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. So what is it that you want to do with your life, right? Why is financial freedom important to you? That's what you have to consider for yourself. If it really is important to you, then start tracking these 4 numbers. Start tracking your cash flow, your passive income, your net worth, and your financial freedom account, okay? Because this is what makes you financially free, all right? These numbers, create a notebook. I don't care, do a spreadsheet. All right, and if you want to get a spreadsheet, I'm going to put one on my blog, probably not today, but probably maybe tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to update the blog, and I'll put a link in there where you can download an Excel spreadsheet. Maybe I'll make a Word document too. It depends how ambitious I am, but I'll put some tools in there, all right, that you can use to track. So I'll make up some, I already have some spreadsheets I made for my beta mastermind members. So I have some spreadsheets I can put there. You can download it and use it, but you don't have to use my spreadsheets. When I started tracking, I used paper, right? I just used paper. Like here, you know, I showed you guys, oh, this is the one. Oh my gosh, the first one's right here. The first time I ever tracked my net worth, it's on a piece of paper. And I got it from a bank. Yeah, you can get these from your bank. And they help you track. They don't track passive income, which you can do on your own. You just have to, most people will just be like, oh, I make nothing. But if you have a savings account and you make interest, that's passive income. So don't discount yourself if you make some, okay? But anyway, this is from my bank that I used to work at. And it has my financial condition as of December 8, 2009, yeah? And at my net worth at the time was negative $27,522.38. And my total debt was $31,039.38. So that was my net worth back then. Yeah. My financial condition. And also had my cash flow at the very bottom. My annual income, my annual expenditures. So that was at the bottom. Okay. So if you do the work, things will change, okay? Just so you guys understand, when I started this process, my cash flow was negative. I already told you guys that, yeah? My passive income was 0 when I first started, thanks to the hearts. Now, and then my net worth was, I just told you my net worth, it was negative. My financial freedom account was 0, okay? That's what happened when I started. Right now, my financial freedom account is over $100,000. My net worth is over $100,000, and this is positive, right? My passive income is, our family's passive income combined is $500 a month, and my cash flow is positive about $400 a month. All right? So when you start the process, it creates the potential, the opportunity for you to improve. And what you focus on expands. It's a law of the universe. Whatever you focus on expands, okay? So focus on something good for you. Focus on your cash flow, your passive income, your net worth, and your financial freedom account. How do you focus on it? You track it. You calculate it once a month, all right? So that's what I do with my Finance Freedom Mastermind members. If you decide to do this and you want to track your numbers, and you find it really difficult and you want help, I highly recommend you join Finance Freedom Mastermind. Join a Finance Freedom Mastermind, okay? Link is in the profile. Wherever you are, there's a link there. Click on it, and that's how you can find out more about it, how you can join. You can also message me and say, hey, I want to join Finance Freedom Mastermind. I'll send you the link if you want. But it's financefreedommastermind.com/live. That's the link. But anyway, I'll put it in the description. You'll see it somewhere. But click that link. Put in your name, your email, watch the video, read the description of the program. It's an excellent program. A lot of students have already gone through it. They will all tell you that tracking these 4 numbers made a huge difference in their life, right? Not only do we track these 4 numbers in our program, we teach you how to calculate return on investment so you can actually find good investments and see if they will work for you. I will show you how to invest for passive income, which is with as little as $100. And that's all you really need to start at, like a return of 8%, 10%, 11%, you know. You could totally do that. You know, people don't even understand that, but it's true. You can. There's lots of things that you can do to start making yourself wealthy. We go through all the little steps to start creating passive income, to pay off debt, to create better cash flow. We do it with you. Handhold you, right? You have a financial coach, finance freedom coach, okay? Finance freedom coaches, their qualifications are that they make passive income that they pay themselves, all right? That's sort of finance freedom coach to qualify. So a lot of people don't qualify. Like some people want to mentor my Finance Freedom Mastermind members. And I'm like, you have to be making at least $50 a month in passive income to even talk to my members, right? Because only people make passive income can help other people make passive income, all right? Most people you meet don't make any passive income. So I want you guys to understand that, all right? So if you're interested in mentoring, you can always track these yourself. But if you want mentoring, if you just want to work with me because I'm fun and awesome, then join financefreedommastermind.com. And I have an office hour for all my members, 1 hour a week. It's on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Hawaii time. And there I go over, I do any questions you have. So if you start tracking and get confused, or if you have a question on what to invest in, that you could make a higher return, you just talk to me. Come on to the live webinar, right? And ask me any questions you have. I'm there every week for 1 hour for my members. And then I'm there to help you whatever. And people have come on for all kinds of questions. I had people ask me, how can I, you know, get my interest? How can I reverse this bank fee? You know, I had this overdraft and didn't have enough money, and they charged me 2 bank fees, $35 each. I have $70 of bank. How do I get it reversed? So I taught her how to do it, and she did it right there, and she got half the money back right there, right? So I have methods, especially for things like that. How do you reduce interest rates? I know how to do that. How do you reverse fees, right? All kinds of stuff. Now, if you want to know more about me, go check out my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Yeah, I'll write it on the board here so you can see it. And then you can go check it out, okay? Yes, financially free.com. That's my blog. Yes, financiallyfree.com. If you go to that blog, okay, there's a lot of information there on all the blog posts I've done. They talk about a lot, and this is a blog post right now. This one topic, how tracking 4 numbers creates financial freedom, is on my blog, right? I'm actually broadcasting live on my blog right now with YouTube Live, right? Thanks for being on YouTube Live, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and it's great to see you. So I'm actually, on my blog is an embed of a YouTube video that is broadcasting live right now, right? And that is on my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Guess you can all see that, okay? So go there, subscribe to the email list, get on my email list, and then you can email me directly any questions you have. You can email me, like if you want to join a Finance Freedom Mastermind, you can email me, say, hey, I want to join, you know, and then let me know, and you can start up. It's a really good program. The first month, you have a 1-month money-back guarantee, so it's great. Like if you don't like it the first month, you just let me know by email or text me or whatever in writing. And you just tell me, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. And then I'll just give you your money back. So the first month is absolutely money back guarantee. So there's really no risk. And the people who have been in it have loved it. You know, unless they didn't do any of the work, which is different. But everyone who's actually, you know, participated and, you know, met with their coach and worked with their coach, and they all love the program. It really helps them create passive income. You know, people come in with nothing. They're making zero, and they'll leave the program making, you know, $30 a month. Or some people, you know, they start slower, but they're making $10, $9, $8 a month. Some of them are making over $100 a month, and they start out at nothing, right? So, and the best thing about the program is when they leave, they know how to create more, right? They're confident. They're like, I know how to do this. I know how to create passive income. I know how to track my cash flow, my net worth. I know what financial freedom account is. I have a financial freedom account, and they have confidence with money. So I highly recommend you check it out. So go to my blog first, you know, and if you want to join the program, I'll put the link here as well. So it's Finance Freedom Mastermind. Kind of long. .com/LIVE, all lowercase, yeah? So Finance Freedom Mastermind.com/live, LIVE. That's the link. Okay, so if you want to check out the blog, it's yesfinanciallyfree.com. Go there, put in your name, email, get in my email list. But if you want to join the mastermind, it's financefreedommastermind.com/live. If you go there, you put in your name, your email address, right? And then it'll show you all the information you need to know about the program. And you have a button there. You can press it, put in your payment details, submit your $97, and then I will contact you and set you up with your finance freedom coach. There's 3 coaches to choose from, one of which is me, all right? Limited time only, you can get me as your coach. But there's also 2 more coaches who are very capable. And financefreedommastermind.com. We'll set you up with your coach to do your first one-on-one session. You're going to get your first video training, right? You're going to get 1 a week that'll teach you exactly what to do. It's 40 minutes long, super short. You watch that, you do the work for the week, and then you meet your coach once a month. And then you can always ask me questions every week on my office hour. I'm there live to help you with whatever you need and to create real freedom, right? I hope you enjoyed today's live broadcast. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you all. Thanks for the hearts you all gave me and all the love. And it's just been wonderful. Track your numbers. Check out my blog probably on Friday, and I'll have a link to spreadsheets. But feel free to email me spreadsheets if you make a better one, okay? I totally love to get it. One of my mastermind members was like, can you make a spreadsheet? And I made it for him because he wanted one. You can do this in a notebook, like I said. You could go to a bank and get a piece of paper to help you track. But if you have a better tool, please share, okay? I'm sure online they have tools too that you can use. But I'll put some tools on my blog post that you can download probably by Friday. So thanks for being on my live. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye to Facebook. Bye. And then I'm going to say bye to Periscope. Thanks for being so great, guys. Love you guys. Thank you. And then finally, YouTube Live. Thank you. And my blog. Thanks for being on YouTube with me. And the links are all on YouTube. And if you're on my blog, the links are on my blog. So you can just, if you're on my blog, you're obviously on my blog. I want you to be on my email list if you're not already. And thank you for joining me. It's been great to have you. I really appreciate YouTube for allowing me to broadcast live on my blog. It's been a pleasure. I've been using it for years. And all my followers on YouTube, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Aloha.